Welcome to the great van venture. Here's the deal. We're going on poverty tour in less than 2 weeks. This is the first wrench I've turned on the van. But we have all of these parts to put on. We've got a new generator, a humongous roof rack, a rack for the back, but today we're working on back brakes. It only took one trip to O'Reilly's. We've got the correct size shoes. The drums are thin, but I don't care. This thing's always had an exhaust rattle. And if you look at the back of that muffler, I found the rattle. And I also found the solution. Folks, it's Saturday morning and this is already escalating. Yeah, you know it's going to set the tone for the day when the brake lines just snap. But I'm not going to bore you guys with brakes. I'm going to suffer on alone, and then I will show you the finished product. Good news, the back brakes are done. Done. Now, one thing I kind of had to laugh. I see why I put off doing these for 2 years or whatever now, because they suck. But whoever did them last, you're supposed to have, you've got a big shoe and a small shoe, and you're supposed to have the small shoe to the back, or the big shoe to the back, small to the front, and they had both smalls on one side, both larges on the other side. And I found the noise these were making. So now that's done. New wheel cylinders and shoes. Rear end is draining. Oil looked really good. The vent was not plugged. There's the muffler. I just removed it. So let's see what a straight pipe Dodge van sounds like. The hell is that? It's really not much louder. Okay. Also, I was getting a fuel smell up here, so we're looking for a fuel leak. Oh, wow. She's just spraying fuel. That's good. That's really good. Oh, good. I knew I was smelling gas. That right there. And this was the cleanest spot, so it makes sense. That ain't good. That ain't good. We leave a week from tomorrow. Napa opens Monday, so I can get the actual correct lines to replace those. The panic is setting in. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. We got updates. So the new generator runs. It's running the AC perfect. We got a roof rack up there. Now, I'm gonna cut these off level, take this down, paint it, make it look decent, and then mount it for real. But that's our setup. We're waiting until tomorrow to go ahead, because Napa's not open today. I still need brake lines and that fuel line. I think we have at least one headlight, and I'd like to replace that today. But yeah, there's our rack. It's not bad. But ready to hit the road, are ya? Yeah. But the best news is, this little thing runs. It runs that. It's got the Jess seal of approval for being quiet enough in here. This is really happening. We're really doing it, man. So far, this is really nice. Oh, hell, babe! You can idle it down, and it's still running the AC. You hear how much quieter it got? Dang. Look at that roof rack, though, folks. Now, this is going to be a true durability test, because this thing is basically going to run from the time we leave to the time we get back. We are currently getting ready to weld the new exhaust in. These ladder racks are as good as I can get them, and by that I mean that's all the paint I had. So all those are done. As soon as those are dry, we can put them up top. Welding exhaust is exactly as fun as I remember, but there you go. Now she's got a cherry bomb, and it's full welded, so we won't get gassed if we were in there with it running. But I know she's got a gas leak, but let me just fire it up to see. Whew, all that welding smoke came up in here. Yeah, still leaking. The exhaust is done. You can see, well, the headlights, yeah, they were junk when we got it. So, and the hot glue is holding it. So let me go see about putting a new one in. We're not doing a lot of night driving. Of course, I said that on the last big trip. We ended up half of it being at night, but. Okay, so the rack is up there. It's painted. You know, it looks a little better. And here's how it attaches. So it just has these, it sits in your drip rail, and then you just run a bolt through it like that, which I gotta go get some nuts and bolts, but, and then it just kind of pinches onto your drip rail, which I like because we didn't have to drill one hole in the roof. Because see, and here's what I was telling Jess, because we're going to the desert, right? And by the time you get an easy up tent, a grill, 2 chairs, and a fold-up table in the van, she's half full. So this way we can put all that stupid crap on the top. And that'll act as a little bit of shade, because the less desert sun we can have hitting the roof of this van, the less hard that's got to run. Which means the less hard that's got to run. So it should be a ton of good storage up there and give us a little bit of shade and make that AC's life a little easier. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cataract, LASIK. Well, the guy doing the quote on the new roof just left. So between driving this piece of shit across America in a gas crisis and putting a new roof on the house this year, folks, we're riding this thing straight into bankruptcy, if you know what I'm saying. Best employee showed up. Double check and make sure they sent me the right side. Funnily enough, these came from Walmart.com. The price is, they're not giving them away, but they're not terrible. I don't know if she's bushy-tailed, but she's bright-eyed now. Also wish I'd have realized how busted these were and got some new ones of those, but what's better than a brand new headlight and a busted out corner light? It's a process, you know? All right, here's what we came up with. There was just enough of this line to cut it back. It's got enough slack to reach. And I managed to get the original barb fitting off without destroying it. So now I'm going to take a heat gun, because that's the only thing I got that makes heat that doesn't involve fire. And I'm going to try to heat that up, slip this back on there, put a good clamp on it, and ignore this. I got a fire extinguisher, but it seems like every time the camera's rolling, nothing bad ever happens. But when I don't film, boom. Why are your hands so shaky? Ew! I am not excited about it at all, but it's not spraying gas out. Hopefully if she lets go on the road, it'll just blow off all the way and the van will quit running and we'll know to shut it off. Well, I don't love what just happened there, but it happened and it's not leaking now. So next, the big thing is the computer. Now the computer on these vans is a huge failure point, and when that sucker goes out, you're done. You're over, you're dead in the water, or even better, they start having a bunch of little weird issues and I can't fix a computer on the side of the road. And the one that's in it is dated 20th of December of 96. Now, this one runs. I know it runs. We're going to take it out, keep it as our spare, pop this one in, and hopefully this kind of fixes a couple little issues this thing's been having anyway. So let me get that slapped in and see how she runs. All right, old one's out. That's who we got this from. So let's see if it even starts. Now they said in the instructions it'll have to learn and we're gonna have to take it out and drive it, but there she goes. I mean, we've fixed most of the problem issues. The transmission, which is a big fail on these, we got that taken care of. The ECM, we've got a new one and a spare. We've got back brakes for the mountains now. I just love how this thing sounds. All right, folks, we leave, what is it? Today's Friday, we leave Sunday. So we leave day after tomorrow. What I'm working on now, I got some totes bought for the roof rack, and I'm gonna call this box the box I pray I never open. We got a water pump, a couple assorted sensors that these things kind of typically fail on. And if you'll remember at the beginning of the video, there was a shitload of boxes. Well, it turns out AutoZone like tripled one of my orders. So I've got 3 extras of all the sensors, extra. But on the Facebook group, I saw there's a couple of these Dodge vans going, so they don't take up much room. I'll put them in the box. You never know. Now, the next thing I'm working on is the shower. Now, we're playing it fast and loose. We have like reservations for the first 2 nights. After that, we're free balling it. So there might be a slight chance, a not zero chance, at least one, if not all of the nights is going to be primitive. So my thoughts were, take these camp showers, at least one of them, and we can lay them up on the top, up in the desert sun. And then we've got this pop-up poop tent, and I'm working on a hook that slides in. Let me just go get this done, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We just welded this up out of scrap pile shit. And my thought is, now we can just take it, slide it in the roof rack, and that's the perfect height. Don't worry, I measured it, to hang that bag shower off of. And now you've at least have some type of option to wash your balls in the desert. You know what I'm saying? Time to test this bad boy out. Listen, I mean, it's not the greatest, but I'm completely showered and there's still a lot of water left, so this is a lot cleaner than quite a few campground bathrooms I've been to, so I think this is gonna work good. Babe, take this camera. Well, the shower works wonderfully. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. Call it a video there. It's as ready as I can get it. Now, one way to Kanab, Utah is 1,500 miles-ish. So we're looking at least 3,000 miles in this old pile. I honestly don't know if we're gonna make it or not. Hopefully it makes it at least somewhere half cool and breaks down. And then we'll just figure it out. The only thing left to do tomorrow, I gotta change the oil, give it a bath, get it loaded, and then we roll out. So stay tuned for the big adventure. It's gonna be a race. Does this break first? Does that break first? Which breaks first? Hopefully none of it breaks. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the road.